Psychological effects. Illusion 1. Frequency illusion.
Have you ever heard a new song, then heard it on every radio station you switch to? Or do you learn a new word that shows up in everything you read? It's an eerie feeling that makes you feel like you're being haunted. What often happens is that when one learns a new thing, a concept, maybe a new word, they see it pop up everywhere around them. It feels like an odd coincidence. Frequency illusion, also known as the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon or frequency deviation, is a cognitive bias that tends to notice something more often after first noticing it, leading someone to believe it has increased in frequency. A hallucination occurs when awareness of something increases, meaning that it occurs more often. In short, the frequency illusion occurs when a concept or thing you just discovered suddenly seems to be everywhere. Contrast effect.
Contrast effects are enhancements or decreases relative to normal perceptual, cognitive, or related performance. This is the result of adjacent or simultaneous exposure to smaller or larger stimuli in the same dimension.
Simultaneous contrast.
The oldest synchronous comparative reference in the scientific literature is by the hand of the 11th century physicist Ibn al-Haytham.
He described spots of paint that looked almost black on a white background. And on a black background it's the opposite, lighter than their true color. He also described that a leaf green paint appear clearer and younger on dark blues and darker and older on yellows. Successive contrast. Successive contrast occurs when the perception of seeing a stimulus is altered by a previously seen stimulus. In this example, you can quickly swap the red and green discs for two orange discs using the scroll bars.
Staring at the center point of one of these two colored discs, and then look at the center point of the corresponding disc on the next makes the subsequent discs briefly appear to be a different color, even though they are actually the same color.
Metacontrast and paracontrast. Metacontrast and paracontrast involve time and space. When half of the circle lights up for 10 milliseconds, it's at maximum intensity.
If the other half is shown at the same time, after 20 to 50 milliseconds, it will suppress each other. The left is darkened by the right, this is metacontrast, the center may be completely obliterated. At the same time, the right side is slightly darkened due to the first stimulus, that is, paracontrast.